Hi kids, welcome back to Art Expression Sessions. Thank you to Charles Henderson Health Center for these classes online. Now, this week we're going to depart for a little bit away from our artist studies and do a local art competition instead. This contest, my own children are doing it and I thought it looked pretty fun. So let's just all do it together and see what happens. Now, if you choose to enter the contest, you will need to bring your art back to the doctor's office by this Friday, October 3rd, okay, so that I can pick it up and trim them and label them and get them ready to turn in. So all you need to do is bring your art back with your, and put it in an envelope, okay? Put it in an envelope with your name, your grade, your school, although I don't know if that matters because it's not through a school, and lastly, maybe put on your parents' name and phone number so that I can call them with any questions, okay? So let's get started. There are supplies at the doctor's office to pick up. I have cut several pieces of paper to size. We have black cardstock, white cardstock, and painting paper. I also have a coffee filter there and some string that we may find a use for today. Okay, so let's go. This is what the kit looks like if you go to the doctor's office and pick it up. It's just some string. There is a coffee filter, tissue, and there are some black cardstock, white cardstock, and the thickest ones are the watercolor paper. Now set aside the watercolor paper for later. I think we'll do that one last. Let's start with a piece of cardstock. So we're going to make this piece kind of like a relief painting, or I don't know what you would call it, a collage maybe of materials, because we're going to take the cardstock, we're going to cut some notches in here, wrap it with the string in a unique pattern, okay, and then we're going to take our coffee filter, we're going to wet it down with watered down glue, and then kind of apply it on the top so that it's a bumpy pattern underneath, and then we're going to paint it. Okay, so when you're done, you can look at both sides and see which side you like better, okay? I might like this back side better. Okay, so choose a side that you like better, and we're going to apply the tissue over the top of it, okay? So I have some water here, and I have some glue. Hey guys, so that is how to prepare your art. And then all you need to do is to let it dry and then add color on top of it afterwards. And I want you to just choose whatever materials you want to use. You can use crayons, you can use markers, you can use watercolor, you can use chalk, oil pastels, tempera paint, acrylic paint. Okay, I'm just going to show you an example of what you could do. I used watercolor and chalk. So I took a piece of sidewalk chalk and I just rubbed it along like this to get the lines green, as you can see. And then I filled in the spaces, with watercolor. Now this is still drying. And here is the same example. I just took my same painting and then I added acrylics on the top. And this is abstract. The idea was to play with color and texture. So it's three-dimensional kind of. It's kind of fun. So there's another option. Okay, and after this dries, it's wet now, but after it dries I can go back and add something else. Use what you'd like and use your imagination. And you can keep it abstract, or you can try to paint little designs inside of the boxes. Maybe once it dries and you give it a good base color, like maybe you put paint on the bottom, then you can take a permanent marker or a pen and add designs on the top of it. So whatever you think would make your piece stand out and look really good, then go ahead and do that. So that is the end of project number 1. I'm going to put a second idea into a second video. It will be part 2, and there may be several parts today.